What's going on, Pisces? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a phenomenal week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Pisces, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. And guess what, Pisces? It's your general energy weekly spread. I'm going to get some what are those called? Like maracas or something like that. Pisces, make this more fun. I'm working on some ideas to kind of zest this up. So stay tuned for that, Pisces. But whenever you happen to come across this weekly spread, Pisces, there may be some messages here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the shenanigans with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, where'd my mouse go? Let's jump into it. I'm so professional with you, Pisces. Your space has been cleansed. Gems. Professional as well. Just great energy all around here, Pisces. So Pisces, with this spread, I'm going to be pulling a few oracle cards, and then we'll be getting some tarot cards to get some details on this thing. But before we jump into it, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And then, in case y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested there, Pisces. Oh, look at you, Pisces, on your bike. About to go on an adventure, Pisces. You got the 7th card of Libras here, which is the biker card. And with this card, this is a card of lone wolf style, impervious, non-conformist, standing up, breaking rules, brotherhood, enjoy the ride, loves freedom, moving on, outlaw, maverick, swift actions, and need for speed. And you know, Pisces, the thing that really stands out to me with this card, I feel like Leo had this card as well, which makes sense because you both are very creative signs. I feel like for some of you, there's this need to kind of come at things from a more unorthodox type of way, to be a non-conformist, really kind of break the rules, like whether this, and listen, Pisces, I'm not saying going out there necessarily getting in trouble, but more so just like if we've been operating in a space that has been maybe limiting our creativity, or we feel like we've kind of plateaued in some kind of way, or that just life has just gotten a little stale, I feel like it's time to just create your own opportunities, Pisces. Break from the mold, be a maverick, and do some things that just, because especially, just thinking with, Neptune has been in your sign for a while now. And so I'm sure, the imagination has just been cooking up, Pisces. And then now that you got Saturn in your sign again, up until 2025, and that's when they both are going to be moving out. Work with this energy. Allow those dreams, because yours is, it's creative in a way, Pisces, that it's like, I imagine your thoughts of being something similar to like a movie, because, I got some 12th house placements. So I may not understand your world completely, but I'm familiar with how your house operates. And you really can manifest just some incredible things, Pisces. So just if you've been thinking about doing something, maybe wanting to start maybe like a side hustle, maybe even start up your own business, this is not a time, this is a great energy for you to take those dreams and to make them come to life, really find some practical application to it, because I'm sure there might be some people who are like, well, Pisces, this is not the best idea, with everything that's going on, all these changes. And that's the thing, Pisces, is a perfect time because there's so many changes. There's all this space that's being made for new, innovative, creative ideas. So be willing to break from the mold and stand up and stand out, Pisces. But let's get some tarot on this and get some more details. And you know, Pisces, this could be a good energy for you too, just thinking with this lone wolf. This is a great energy for if we've, because maybe you've been surrounded by a lot of people, maybe, or just a lot of energies that have been just kind of been sticking to the rules, and maybe you've just been, I feel like that maybe even like going out on an adventure, you know, maybe going on like a road trip or somewhere where you can just be by yourself and just kind of process these energies, maybe write this stuff down, do some journaling, something along those lines. But I feel like even just like allowing yourself to be in some, just because you got the Four of Swords here, we'll talk about this. Let me see what else you got here, Pisces. Oh yeah, I'm with it. So you got the Two of Cups here, Two of Cups, Ace of Swords, Nine of Cups, and then 10 of Wands, and then the Four of Swords. And this is where, you know, Pisces, you know, what I was just talking about with, you know, just if we've had some ideas. I really feel like, you know, getting yourself, you know, for some of you, getting yourself in like this, like a secluded place, whether this, you know, this, if you can get out maybe in nature, go out somewhere, maybe from your environment, dope. But even this is, if this is just a staycation, Pisces, just something where it's just kind of, you know, just you and your thoughts, you know, really kind of sit with yourself for a while, you know, nurture your energies, you know, Venus just entered Pisces, wouldn't that be something? Venus just entered Cancer not too long ago. I want to say about on the 7th of this month, of May, depending on when you're watching this. And that's great energy for you, Pisces, to nurture not just yourself, but to nurture these ideas, especially if you've been sitting on something, Pisces. You got some great ideas that, you know, that you've been cooking up there. Really figuring out how we can bring that stuff to life. That's what Saturn and Pisces wants you to do. It wants you to live in whatever dream that you want to do, whether this is a hobby, again, a side hustle, a business, whatever. But, you know, do some things that make you happy. Do more, not some things, do a lot of things that make you happy, Pisces. But, you know, working in more happiness, doing more fun. But I also feel, you know, how I was talking with that, yeah, really just something with this non-conformist here. Just I feel like that this 10 of Wands, it almost gives me like the burden of like everyone else. You know, maybe people have this expectation of you to achieve this certain thing. You know, they want you to do something with your Ace of Swords here. You know, they want you to go out and be like a, I don't know. You know, Pisces is like they want you to go out and be like a, let's say I don't know, like family, for example. You know, maybe they want to go out you to be a doctor, but really you want to be, you want to start like a motorcycle gang. You know, you want to create a community, whatever that looks like. You know, how that's going to be funded, you'll figure it out. You're innovative. You know, you're resourceful. But just thinking too, you know, with how you got a lot of like, just like Jupiter cards. You know, you got Jupiter in Libra, Jupiter in Pisces, you know, one of your rulers, Pisces. Doing more things that just, not worrying about the and I hope this makes sense, not worrying about like the burdens of others, or maybe even like the expectations that you may have set on yourself. You know, this could be like maybe you've been thinking that you've had to get married at a certain age, you know, 2.5 kids, dog. But if that's not something that is, if it feels like it's restricting your growth, or this is not really resonating with you, don't put that burden on you for no reason, Pisces. You know, branch out. That's someone else's dream to carry. You know, live your dream. That's the thing. That's a beautiful dream for somebody else. You know, that's their journey to follow. We got to find our own unique voice here. Find out what really makes you happy. And the only way we can do that, Pisces, is to again, be a maverick. Break outside of the chain. Do you. And do it well, Pisces, because nobody else can do it. And we want to see what you got there, especially with how your energy is. I mean, it's incredible, Pisces. I mean, you've gone through, you're the last sign of the zodiac. You've experienced this journey. So allow that richness and that wisdom, that Ace of Swords, to be just put on display and enjoy, and then enjoy the ride, Pisces. More. I love it. Great start. Let's get some more. Oh, wait. Oh, switching it up. There we go. I like it, Pisces. We're getting curious because you got the 7th card of Sagittarius here, which is the White Rabbit card. And with this card, this is a spark of curiosity, gnosis, spiritual awakening. It's time, heeding the call, research it, inner knowing, dark to light, going down the rabbit hole, and waking from the dream. In Pisces, you know, just again, if we have some ideas, and it doesn't matter what this looks like, you know, however big or how small, let's take that from being a dream, Pisces, and really start living in that energy, start manifesting this stuff, because that's how we 9 of Cups to the fullest. 9 of Cups is like being a magnet for the energy that you want to attract. So if you want to attract, you know, happiness, for example, doing things that make you feel happy, you know, whether that's going for long bike rides, getting out in nature, you know, whatever that looks like, but doing more of those things. But there is this, I am getting with this card as well, that if we're not sure what that looks like, you know, or, you know, if maybe we've been kind of asking ourselves that big question, you know, what am I bringing to this realm? You know, what am I bringing to this journey? You know, what type of tools are in my my arsenal there? Then those are great questions for this lone wolf, this inner knowing. This to me, even Pisces, can give very, because even just thinking with Sagittarius, you know, they're a very spiritual sign. They're a sign of, they share a ruler with you, Jupiter, but they're a sign, you know, of higher learning, of optimism. And I mean, what's there not to be optimistic about? I mean, we're going for our happiness here. We're getting ready to, you know, nurture creations here. So yeah, really, really, Pisces, this can be a great time for you to really learn yourself. And you know, something I, you know, like to bring up with your sign too, you know, if you do find that you're an active dreamer, especially if you have just any Pisces placements in general, but I feel like really, especially like a moon in Pisces, you know, keep like a dream journal, something like that with you on the side. Just just if you notice you're an active dreamer in general, because who knows what type of ideas, what type of things might be going down in your dream world. So something to think about, Pisces. But let's get some tarot on the mix. Okay, Pisces, so we got the 7 of Wands here. Love it. Beautiful. And this is great, Pisces, because you got the 7 of Wands here, you have the Fool, and then you have the Magus, or the Magician card. And with this little setup here, what I like about the 7 of Wands in this deck, especially if we've been sitting on an idea or been thinking about breaking the chain, or, you know, going outside of the mold, but maybe we've been nervous about what others might think about our decision, or maybe even how we feel about our decision. Because it's one thing that, you know, that it excites you, but we can even talk ourselves into being like, well, society won't approve of that. Or, you know what I mean, Pisces? We can get in our own ways sometimes. We can get our own happiness. And what I like about this card is that when you get this main wand here, I like to think of that as you, Pisces. This is getting in the way of, if there's something that's been resonating with you. You can get to your happiness here, because beneath that wand, this is the setup for the 6 of Wands, underneath this main wand here. But you just have to take this energy, Pisces, that you've been sitting on, get out of your way and go out there and get it. Go out there and start this, whatever this is up, this spark of inspiration, because that's what Uranus energy is about. And this is what Uranus and Taurus energy is about, as far as like setting up things that, doing things that are setting up things for like our security. You know, this is Uranus and Taurus. You could think of it as like everything's changing, you know, there's like all this foundation and stuff, but, or, you know, all these just a lot of just uncertainty and things. But Uranus and Taurus wants us to check areas that we have been feeling lack thereof, whether this is in our finances, or if this is in our health, because Taurus embodies more than just the financial side of it. You know, Taurus is they're a very sensual sign in the sense that, like, they're tuned into all of the senses, you know, at least for my interpretation of them. I feel like they really have a heightened, you know, like 5 senses. And I only bring that all up to say that this is a great time for you to just really just focus on things that make you happy, and go for that with enthusiasm, with imagination, Pisces, and just manifest, just create things. Enjoy the opportunities because this is now where, you know, we got the first stop here. You're starting this journey off, Pisces. This is like you got on your bike, and now we've hit our first stop here. So yeah, there's just something with this, Pisces. If you explore this, if something's been calling you to do something or to rise up, you know, really research that in the sense of do that internal work there, Pisces. Let's go hermit mode. All right, Pisces. Let's get one more on the mix. And how perfect too, because I was thinking the Magus is who's the Magus? Mercury, which I'll be so happy when Mercury's out of retrograde. But when you even think about Mercury retrograde, you know, Mercury's going to be retrograding in all the earth signs. This is a great time to be thinking about how we can manifest stuff in the material realm. Pisces, look at this. You got one of your cards with your last card. This is the third card of Pisces, which is the roundabout card. And with this card, this is a card of community, connections, new directions, keep it moving, controls the flow of information, solutions, circular reasoning, fluid, many working parts, perfect timing, and redirect. And this is perfect timing, Pisces. I was talking about with Mercury retrograde, to be thinking about how can we manifest this stuff in the real world, thinking about how we can tap into that earth energy, you know, stop keeping the dreams in going round and around, and you know, really start getting them on track here, Pisces. You know, magician, manifesting that stuff. But also, I feel like with this thing, Pisces, with this card popping up, don't forget that there are others that we can lean on. If, let's say, this dream is something that's feeling a little lofty there, or whatever this is, maybe this hobby is like, maybe you want to start like a band, you know, then let's get out there and start doing some network. You know, maybe you start off, or, you know, maybe even before we get these people, Pisces, because maybe if that's something, for example, if we want to start a band, but, you know, we can't find people, just start playing anyway. Maybe start doing stuff on, I don't know, find a venue, or maybe playing in the neighborhood, or playing in the park, or however, you know, I don't know, you maybe got to get permits and things, Pisces, but maybe just starting there, and who knows who may come along. Maybe put up a banner, hey, looking to expand. You know, play around with it, Pisces, but just if there's, you know, just whatever this dream is, don't feel like that you have to just tackle it all by yourself, you know, where it's nice to break from the mold and to, you know, be a nonconformist. Let's find some other nonconformist buddies. Let's find some other people that are breaking the rules and going through a spiritual awakening, who's, you know, tired of maybe going through just kind of the round around, just sort of like, you know, just like how having their dreams just kind of like just spread out for them, you know, like and I like this, even just thinking with this too, Pisces. I mean, the controlling the flow and all of that, because I mean, you're the fish. You're all about being in the flow. I mean, you're in the flow of the material and the spiritual world. You know, you're just perpetually doing that dance. So tap into that spiritual side. You know, let's not stay in just the one side. You know, that's the, you know, it's the double-edged sword of the duality. You know, you have access to both worlds, but we have to pull in the one world and bring it to the other one. You know what I mean, Pisces? You got to work with that energy. So let's let's get some tarot on this. Pisces, let's see what we have here. Ooh, oh, Pisces, this is a strong little pocket here. I like that. So you got the Nine of Swords here, and then you got the Emperor, and then you got their ruler, the Tower. And Pisces more. All right, Pisces, let's talk about this for a second, because this is a strong little finisher here. Because with the, it's interesting with this Nine of Swords. If this is something resonating with you where it feels that maybe someone, either you've been noticing that you've been maybe keeping yourself inside of a box, or maybe telling yourself that you can't do this thing, or maybe someone else has been been diminishing your dreams, or however that, if that's something that's resonating with you, we want to be very mindful of our thoughts always, but especially just let's just say, get me through the rest of the year, Pisces, and then we'll check back in. But Nine of Swords can be like almost like a nightmare. And I almost feel like the nightmare could be, for example, maybe it might resonate with this, is like, what if I fail at this? What if what if people are what if they're right? What if this isn't the, well, Pisces, here's the thing, if that's something that's resonating with you, you'll never know until you try. If we just leave it, then there's no win or losing. It's just again, just a sword on the wall. But instead, what we can do, Pisces, what the Emperor does, he takes any fears, any concerns, anything like that, turns that into fuel. He's gonna turn that into action. Like I feel one of the things I really love about Aries energy is, like, I feel like if someone tells them that they can't, like, oh, Aries, you couldn't do that, bet Aries is going to show you that they can do that. They are going to go full tower mode. And that's why I feel like this is not like, this to me doesn't even feel like that there's like a tower moment getting ready to happen, Pisces. Not necessarily to you, but I feel like this is something that you can spark, this spiritual awakening, this, going out and giving and just utilizing this energy, manifesting the stuff, creating things, getting out of our head. Man, Pisces, you can really change the game up in however that looks. This could be on a personal level, a familial level, a community level even. The Emperor thinks big. But however it's looking, the Emperor is going to take action. And this, to me, this is some hot action here, Pisces, so definitely take charge with this. And control the flow. I like it. What to do. Control the flow of information in the sense of, like, just be mindful of what's going through your head. Whether this is yourself or this is others. Because Pisces, you're showing me you're an Emperor. You have all the energy here to achieve whatever it is that you want. We just got, and it feels, what better time than the present? Than to get something started here, Pisces. So I think I'm gonna leave that there. I like that, Pisces. That's a sick little reading. So give this a thumbs up, and share this, Pisces. If you know someone who might be just having a tough time, and be just kind of going through that, just a spiritual time right now, just like might just be a moment to hermit, or just kind of maybe been in their head. We just got done with the lunar eclipse, with that full moon lunar eclipse. It was a very cathartic energy, with that Scorpio. So that might have brought up a lot of things, but this is a great time for growth and expansion and all of that, Pisces. So, but just to tell your friend that here too, Pisces. I'm about to get back in your reading. And what else are we doing? We've shared. Subscribe, Emperor, and then hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each week. And then, this might be something good, Pisces, while you're on your little spiritual retreat there. I've been on this meditation app for years. It's Insight Timer. And I created a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group that to put in encouraging affirmations or messages. I mean, talk about your journey, times where the Emperor got a little stuck, maybe got a little caught in his head. But how you ride, how you rose above, and how you got your 9 of Cups there. But anything to help raise the vibration, to let others know that we're all trying to figure this thing out here. And as it grows, definitely want to start. You can schedule meditations there. So maybe I'll take an action with the Emperor or something along those lines. I'm working with all the cards to figure out some whole bunch of ideas there, Pisces. So bring you and all your friends over. And then last little thing. If you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, come on over to my other channel, the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards, Pisces, so I can get you out of here. I love it. You got the Princess of Cups here. And whom better? Because, the Princess of Cups, she's the Page of Cups, and of the zodiac signs, the Princess of Cups reminds me of you the most, Pisces, just because she is, her imagination, is just vivid. She's not just a generous person when it comes to her love, her abundance, all of that. She just has a generous, her abilities are just abundant in what she manifests in her world, because the princesses in this deck represent earth energy and the cups represent water. So what better way? She's a perfect representation of taking your ideas, Pisces, in nurturing them, watering them, and seeing how they come to fruition, and seeing because here's the thing. Whatever this thing is that you're doing, this is not just going to benefit you, Pisces. This is going to benefit somebody else. When you go to show this to someone, like, hey, check out what I created, or hey, start this band, or even just you focusing on your health. People love being your friend, Pisces. You know what I mean? But absolutely. You got the Vision card in reverse here. There's something that we need to get eyes on, Pisces. And for you, that's some kind of spiritual growth here. That's finding your Emperor mode. And for the rest of us, we just want to see what you got cooking up. We want to see what dreams you have. What beauty you want to bring to the world here, Pisces. So don't keep that locked up. And don't be, and just if that is something that's resonating with you, just be confident, Pisces. Be bold. And know that. Yeah, it might be a little awkward at first. I felt kind of weird even starting this channel. I didn't know what I was doing as far as I was like, I'll just figure it out as I go. And that's what I've been doing, and it's been a blast, Pisces. So go ahead and have yourself a blast. Mars and Pisces. Or is this Mars and Pisces? Oh, never mind. This is Jupiter and Pisces. But you Mars and Pisces anyway, Pisces. So, all right, I'm going to get you out of here. Stay safe out there. All this stuff, and figure this on your spirit quest and things, and really focus on raising your vibration through the roof. Raise it to Mars. Let Mars know that we're Uranus even. Hit up all the planets. Let them know that you're coming through, and that you got a dream here, Pisces. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.